Wow, it's time for more uranium, more like myanium. Oh, would you look at that? It's Sigma resubbing at tier 1 with Prime for 7 months. Sigma, you're epic. Thank you so much. Well, okay. I'll just undeafen so everyone can hear. Undeafening in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Answer, but
hello.
hi, we're just talking about band.
Band? What do you mean band?
Marching band.
Marching band? That makes sense.
Marching band.
So okay,
Yeah.
I need to be totally transparent. I was at the gym, and you know what that means. Your boy did not get home until about like 15 minutes ago, so I will have to like leave in 5 minutes to get food out of the oven so that I can eat on stream and annoy
Why
the
do they call
crap
it
out of everyone.
oven? When you put the
When you eat out the hot food?
yeah, and then you put in the cold food.
It's because when you out the hot cold food, you eat out with oven, and oven is. But if you cold food in the oven, then you cold out of the out food in. So that's why. Anyway, oh yeah, we named ourselves Tehufsta.
I saw that. Oh, wait.
And Sigma, I apologize that I forget to sub to you from time to time. You, my friend, and I like supporting you, but I'm also dumb. Hey, you know what? That's okay. You're good. I get you. You know what? Like, it's all good to me, my friendo. Hey, Huanlong Gaming. Isn't John Arbuckle with no... Yeah, John Arbuckle. That's our guy, John Arbuckle. He's just kind of a thing.
Oh my god, y'all, a Christmas miracle occurred.
What Christmas miracle occurred?
A decently hot guy liked me on Hinge.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
Gamers, we did it!
Gamers,
we did it!
We are so back.
You're so fucking back. After I literally was in the gym this morning, and I go with my friend, and I'm like, Michael, and he's like, what? And I was like, I'm done. This is it. I'm done dating. And he's like, that's a great lie you tell yourself, Jillian. I'm like,
love wins. Love wins.
Love wins.
Love wins, baby.
Anyways, but
what does he look
speaking
like?
of being swole, I've been going to the gym for 1 month.
Hell yeah. Good on you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I feel much better. My body's still not the point where I want it to be, but I really love weightlifting. I never did like weightlifting or anything. I was much more of a dancer, and so I've had a much more of a cardio focus. But I really enjoy like lifting heavier. Like I'm not like super like powerlifting, but I do enjoy like lifting heavy with squats and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been going to the gym for a month.
Let's go. Can I just point out? Oh shit! Hang on. There's a character. There's a trainer in this town. I think his name. He's the gym leader. His name is fucking Davern. Davern loves caves. Apparently, he grew up in one.
Oh my god! Wait. Okay.
He grew up in a cave. I would not want to grow up in a cave. I was discovered under a rock, and since then, I have been doing my best to not be in caves.
You know what? Don't let yourself.
Oh, go ahead.
No, don't let yourself be like tied down to caves. Explore crevices. Explore everything.
I explore every crevice I can.
Oh.
Little Nook.
Oh hell yes, Jillian. Let's go.
Oh.
Isn't he cute?
He's got a good jawline.
And he likes this photo.
Oh, let's go. I'm in that photo. Hell
I
yeah.
know you are.
But maybe he likes me. Maybe he likes
does.
me.
He's probably like, hey, he's that cute guy to your left. And I'm like, fuck, not
It's
again.
like, sorry, I'm taken.
So yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, okay. This is the first time I'm announcing it on
talk
stream.
About it.
I'm announcing it for the first time on stream. Can you even believe it?
Yay! I'm so excited for y'all. Okay.
Hold on. I need to clarify what we're celebrating because I haven't.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Miss. I'm excited for you. Oh shit! My food's gonna be done in 9 seconds.
Shit.
Fuck. Okay. Aaron and I are engaged. Woo!
Yay!
We've been engaged for about a month. There's my food. I'm gonna come back to you in exactly 3 minutes. Co-hosts, be funny. I'll be right back.
Okay, here's a fun
They
story.
better not say anything bad, otherwise I'm gonna like fucking murder them at the next conference I go to.
Yeah, I won't be there unfortunately, but yeah.
I have to hold my tongue. We're sharing a room.
Oh, yo, cute. I love that. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be at another conference that week, which is a whole other thing. But yeah, like actually, Voltage told me that they were engaged like 3 weeks ago, and when, like last week when he told me that like he was going to the park, and I was like, oh, I know what this is for, and I was like, is it? And he was like, yeah, and I was like, oh. And I was like just talking. I love weddings. I am a huge fan of love. I love drinking, I love dancing, I love celebrating my friends, and weddings are just like the perfect accumulation of like all of them. So
that is such a wholesome way to put that.
Like I love love, and I just love like seeing my friends in love.
Mm-hmm.
And like
yeah, no, totally. I'm like just entering that point in my life where all of my friends are starting to get engaged. Not all of them. Like a significant portion of them.
I've been invited to like 5 or 6 weddings. And they're all like close friends of mine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, fuck. Like, well, now, like, you know, like when you hit your like mid-20s is when people start getting their like shit together, and so they're like, you know, all getting, you know, engaged and married, and you're like, and you want to celebrate them all, but like, it's great because I live on a different coast than a lot of my friends, so like, it's great. But yeah. Weddings are fat. I love weddings. Also, here's a fun fact. I really want a live band at my wedding, and I'm learning bass guitar. Okay. But not many people know that I am learning bass guitar. Oh. So when I get to my wedding,
I'm back.
I want to like randomly get into a song, and like everyone's like, oh my god, have a great time, and then all of a sudden I come out in my wedding dress and I am absolutely fucking shredding on bass guitar, and they're like, oh shit, oh shit.
Be Freebird.
Actually, you know what has a really great bass line that I was listening to about the other day?
What?
Is Roundabout by Yes.
Oh fuck yeah, I love Roundabout.
Roundabout has a fucking awesome bass line.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
We were going through old like family photos this is when I was in middle school. We were going through old family photos, and we come across one of my aunt's weddings, and I see in the background, and they had like a live band, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And we're looking through more and more photos, and there's a close-up of the band, and who do I see but my middle school band director?
Oh my gosh!
On stage, playing for one of my aunt's weddings.
That's so hard.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Just a crazy coincidence.
I didn't hear what you all started talking about once I left, but I'm gonna catch up on chat really quick. Congrats. Now we can talk shit about Voltage. It's very funny. I saw Voltage's announcement that's on Discord while I was at a wedding rehearsal the day before my sister. Hell yeah, congrats to your sister, Sigma. And Voltage and Aaron are couples goals. Well, I appreciate it, Snake. That's a Tan Ku. Oh yeah, I named this IED. Oh dear, that was a choice. Yeah, so I asked Aaron on our 3rd year of dating anniversary, because what happened was Aaron got me gifts, and I was like, ah shit, well if we're gonna do the gift exchange, you know, like, and
what's better than the gift of love?
Well, yes. I had commissioned my friend Sadi for a piece of art because we had recently played like Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby, and it was her character and my character and our teams. And so it was like, I have 2 gifts. The first, and Aaron kind of knew about the art, but she didn't know that I had commissioned 2 art pieces, and so essentially I showed her the sketch of the ring that I'd commissioned, and I basically asked, like, I need your help to make this perfect. Will you help me? And
I'm gonna start crying!
She said yes.
I was talking about how I love love. So I love weddings because weddings have love. They have like my friends. They have free alcohol and they have dancing, which are like some of my all-time favorite things. So like even if they don't have my friends, I love going to like weddings and I know one person and then I just create friends with like everyone else, you know? So if you ever want a wedding date, I'm ready and available.
Yeah, Jillian is like the universal +1.
For a free, for a fee. And the fee is your love and affection. But,
so yeah, we are engaged. Why doesn't Aaron's Discord icon show up when she speaks? This because it's not Aaron, it's Jillian.
It's me.
Oh yeah, your thing isn't showing up. That is weird.
Oh. It's because I'm too spooky.
Hold on, let me figure this out. That is strange. What if I just,
She's just been a ghost this whole time.
I just turned up your volume. Jillian, say something.
Hi.
Yeah, that's weird. You're not showing up. Like you light up on Discord, but you don't like. You ain't there. It's very strange. Nathan.
I mean, also I don't know. I guess like all women sound the same.
That's
a little
true.
Sexist.
It's so true though.
I guess me and Aaron kind of do sound the same. I guess I'm thinking about hearing back the voices, so that's fair.
Net monk, like kinetic energy in monk. I will look into that, but I don't know if I'm gonna fix it this stream.
Yeah, because Nathan's is showing up, but not mine.
Yeah, and that's strange to me.
It's because I'm too cool.
It's because you're freaking
It's because
silly.
a hot guy liked to be on Hinge. Gamers were so fucking bad.
Yeah, no big deal.
Oh my, wait,
She's
okay.
just on a different level.
Jillian is like, I might be
Nothing
engaged, but
is-
Jillian has the Hinge match. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, nothing humbles me more than going through my Hinge matches. Like, it's a world out there, and let me tell you, men think they have a chance with me, and they shouldn't. One guy did ask me what I researched, and I did reply, having sex with your mom, so like, fair.
Jillian. I'm gonna have to add to the compilation of Jillian moments.
No! I thought about having it on my Hinge profile, but like an hour and a half of me just like saying chaotic stuff on stream, I don't think I would ever find a partner.
That would be so great.
Either I would find the love of my life, or I would scare off any man that even tries to look at me.
Nah, I think it would be dope. I think you should.
I mean, if he's intimidated.
Yeah, like if he can't handle you your realist on stream, then like.
So true.
Look.
If you can't handle me at my stream self, you don't deserve me on my. I don't even know.
In bed.
Regular self. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Look, I don't know.
I wasn't saying that, but alright, well,
I'm trying to find a contrast. What is like the antithesis of being on stream?
I'm sorry. A lot of it's old dating stuff, and I think my hoeness kind of scared somebody away semi-recently, so I don't know if I can, like, once they get to know me, then I can self-proclaim that I was a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, also, I went out with my friends last weekend, and I heard something very interesting, and I want y'all's take on it.
Alright, what's up?
He said, a simp is a retired whore.
What?
A simp is a retired whore.
I disagree.
I disagree too.
I don't know. I don't think yeah.
I don't
Not all
see
simps are whores.
I don't see it. I don't see the vision. Someone's got to explain the vision to me. Because, like, the way I see a simp, I think a simp is someone who is, like, who could never be a whore, honestly.
Yeah. I think it might be like a rectangle is a circle, or a rectangle is a circle. A rectangle is a square, but a square isn't in a rectangle kind of deal.
Exactly. I don't see the vision. That's just me, though. That was just me. I'm sorry, I'm like eating.
What are you eating?
I'm eating a
what are
sandwich,
you
a
eating?
chicken sandwich. I cooked it. It's like a
Chicken.
air fried and it's good and stuff.
Ooh.
And sweet potato fries and
Slay.
spinach.
Interesting combo.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
I've got some Snoop. I'm probably gonna heat up in a bit.
You got
Because
your
I made
soup.
I made it early because I knew I was gonna be streaming with y'all, and also I've been on a really funky eating schedule. So I was like, well, if I eat it now, then like, but I was like, I want to be hungry during stream, and I don't want to do it again where I have to like leave and then make my food because you stream during my dinner time.
Because I'm epic like that, and you have to bend to my schedule.
Bow before him in his might.
Dance, monkey, dance.
This is the real reason you're not showing up. You haven't earned the place.
It's true. We're gonna go and party at this conference without you.
I'm so sad.
Nathan and I are
Low
even
key.
gonna be like hanging out all the goddamn time.
I know, and I'm gonna be like, and y'all are gonna have like little inside jokes, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So me, I'm going to this conference where I know nobody, and I just gotta be alone.
Whose fault is that?
Mine, but I was like, if I keep going to the same conferences over and over again, where I know most of the people, then I'm not gonna meet anyone new, right?
True.
So I
Very true.
decided to go to a different conference in a society that I'm not really a part of. You know,
Not yet.
something different.
You're shaking it up.
I'm shaking it up.
I respect that.
Getting myself out there.
Dude, I was so hungry. Smokes. That was really good. I love sweet potato fries. Like, they're just the right amount of like, they satisfy the fry thing, but like, they're sweet potatoes, so they're like, it's marginally better for you.
It's marginally.
It's marginally, you know, like marginally, but smarge.
That's like me and my healthy,
Me and your healthy.
soup.
Yeah.
Me and your mom. When I healthy, she healthy on my.
No, Jillian. Not quite. Maybe another time, though. Oh, I could send out Lil Flutie. I forgot I named him Lil Flutie.
That's my rap name.
Or named her Lil Flutie. Look,
I don't
Jillian, it's
know.
you. But yeah, one of the reasons that I will not be streaming as much in November is because I have 2 conferences I'm going to. One of them is IEEE, which is in Vancouver. I'm going to Canada.
Oh my god, that's like driving distance for me.
Oh my god.
Oh
Come
my
hang.
god.
Come jump the border and hang.
I've actually never been to Vancouver. I'm meaning to.
I've heard it's okay. I've heard it's pretty good.
I've heard it's pretty fun.
I've gotten some restaurant recommendations for Vancouver, but if there are any people in Vancouver out there, send me good recs. Because after that, I'm flying from Vancouver to DC to hang out with people at the American Nuclear Society and not present anything and not lead any discussions, but I'm gonna be there. It's my favorite thing about
Not
it.
everyone has to be a leader.
You know, sometimes I can be a follower. It's okay.
Every now and then.
Yeah, you know, like, I have designed the last few, like, agendae for student section committee meetings. So, you know what, like, it's okay if I don't do this one. They're fun, but, like, they you know, I'm always really paranoid that I've missed something.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah, no, I mean, especially because it's not very frequent.
Right. Like, I know where all the stuff is most of the time, but, like, when it's not there, I am immediately like, oh, I have no idea where this is. So, we got that, and it'll be good. And I'm excited for DC, because I haven't been to DC in, I guess, a year. Because, I mean, I flew into DC for, like, a thing in Virginia that I went to for New Year's, but, like, I haven't been in DC since last October, so it's exciting.
Oh wow. Okay.
You were
I'm
in
I'm a
DC.
big fan.
I
Yeah.
love DC.
What
Yeah,
did
I
you
was
do
just
in
there
DC?
a month ago.
What were you doing there?
For
I was there
Nesty.
on- yeah, for
Now they do
Nesty.
Nesty in September.
Yeah, the nuclear engineering student delegation. That was me.
That was you.
It wasn't me. I was one of the people.
You were
But
there.
yeah.
Okay, so I gotta ask, like, given all the, NESD stuff that you do, obviously you go and you talk with people and you write a policy statement. Like, what were the after hours things like this year?
I'm gonna be honest, we had a very tame after hours crew.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's so lame. Dude, I got so drunk every night of my first Nesty.
I nearly got accosted by a homeless person in Chinatown my second year of NESD.
Must have been your second year, yeah.
Yeah, because we were walking home from the bar, and like it was me, our friend Pearl, who she was pretty sober, and then two of our friends that we both know, all three of us know quite well, and they were very drunk, and there was this homeless guy who came up to us and asked me for money, or asked them for money. And then he was like trying to hook up with them. He was like, "You come with me, I'll show you a good time." And I was like, "Do not go with them." And I was like just trying to distract everyone from everything. So I told the two drunk girls, "You go on ahead, just go. I'll catch up. And they were like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yes, just go." And the homeless guy was like, "Come on, man, why do you got 3 and I don't get any?" It's like that is not what the situation is, dude. I'm like, these are not like. That's my cousin. I pointed at one of them and I was like, "That's my cousin, dude." He's like, "Oh yeah, so like it's all good then." It's like, no, it's not all good. And so
Goodness.
yeah, I was like, "Look, I don't carry cash on me." He's like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "But here, look, just what's your phone number? I'll like fucking." No, or he was like, I don't remember. It was a little bit ago. Essentially. What happened was I gave him a fake phone number for him to Cash App, and then I just left the moment I gave a phone number. Because, like, if he had been like, "Stay here and let me see if you can get that request," I would have been fucked. Because it was like, like after midnight in DC, like, that could have been real bad. But luckily, did that and immediately took off. Like, I'm talking... caught up 3 blocks away. I just told everyone to sort of like just zigzag, just like get away in some capacity, and then managed to not have any issues, but like things could have gone significantly worse. So yeah, that was like the last time I was at NESD.
Interesting. Yeah, our chair and co-chairs this year, our co-vice chairs, they were like, yeah, in the past, some of the delegations had reputations for being a little more party heavy.
It's true.
And they were interested in moving away from that reputation.
Oh, that's... well, yeah, okay.
And they were successful. However, the last night, so for those of you who aren't familiar with like the structure, I keep forgetting that people are listening to this.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Welcome
to stream.
Yeah. But so the first maybe 2/3 of the week, it's not actually broken down that way, but like the first 2 segments are you're together, you're writing a policy statement. The second one is you're going to meet with like different government organizations, different think tanks, and all these other people. And then the last section is you go meet with representatives up on the Hill. So the night before we transitioned to that last section, we all went out, not all of us, most of us went out together.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at this one tiki bar.
Oh, no.
Which
I know
I've
which
been
one
to
it
in
is.
the past. Yes, you do. Which I've been to in the past. We could talk off stream about that time because that was wild.
Yeah.
But this time, we're hanging around, and I got there a little bit later with the other person from my school, and so we all like moved to a table together, and one of the people gets this drink in this adorable pufferfish cup.
Oh, yeah?
ceramic. It's glazed. It was really pretty. And we were debating for way too long about what to name the cup. And they settled on Bubbles.
Okay.
And so Bubbles became part of the group. And then when we left, Bubbles continued to be part of the group.
I know exactly where the story was going. Yeah.
Oh my god. I was afraid that you were going to break it.
No. Bubbles is still alive. I saw him a couple days ago.
Oh, I love that.
And the kicker is, so we were one of the people in the delegation had a fedora.
Oh no, really?
Which, we can think, was it a fedora? No, it wasn't a fedora. It was a little bit bigger than a fedora.
A trilby.
It was
like unironically.
Oh yeah, unironically.
Oh no. Well,
he was pulling it off. He made it work. I'll give him that.
Okay.
And it came in handy because Bubbles just went right under the hat as we walked out.
You could like say you pulled a Bubbles out of a hat.
Yeah.
That rules. That's so cool. I love taking like little memorabilia. They're not memorabilia to the restaurant, but they're memorabilia to me. Out of places. I have I have a plastic cup from a seafood bar in DC that I borrowed that one from, and it's nice. It's nice when you need just like a slightly nicer cup than like just a shitty whatever cup, It's good. It's quite convenient to have. But there was a couple like nights. My delegation, the delegation I was vice chair of, that was I think the chair and vice chair of the present delegation definitely oh shit, I didn't mean to talk to him. Oops. Definitely felt that way, that they wanted to move away from a party delegation.
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
of probably the delegation that I helped lead. I'm not saying it's my fault. I'm just saying I understand it based on the things that happened during mine.
Oh yeah.
That was the one where we had someone pee under an underpass.
Do you say that?
I did.
I don't know, man. When I did NSD in 2018, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And that was interesting. There was a bar at the hotel.
Yeah.
Should I say this on stream?
Only if you want. You are in control of yourself.
So like, in 2018, I was like freshly 21, and I with this guy, and I was like ready, and I knew the guy. Okay, so when I was a freshman in college, I ended up getting Tinder, and I matched with a mutual friend because I was friends with a bunch of seniors at the time, and so I matched with this guy that I knew through them, and we kind of had a thing. But I was 18 and was in love, and he was 21 and about to graduate. So we were just in very different spaces, and so he ends up breaking it off with me after about a month or two, and I just never understood casual because again I was just out of high school.
Love is real and forever.
Yeah, so I was so hurt by it. This is really embarrassing also about me. I was so he broke it off with me. I was so hurt by it, and I was like, I'm gonna win him back. And so I was like, hey, I want to talk to you again, differently. And he was like, okay. And so we went out to the student union, and I got all dressed up and I looked really nice. And I was like, you miss me yet? And he's like, no, I don't regret my decision.
No.
And I was
why would I miss you?
It broke me. I was crying. I wasn't crying in the corner, but I was very oh, okay.
You just got hard rejected.
Yeah, I did. And I was so sad about it. So I'm freshly 21, and I'm also I was like, oh shit, I think he still lives in DC. So here's what I do. I go and set my age range down to the age range that he's at.
Oh, no.
And I also set my distance down to the distance that he was at. And you know what? I found him and I matched with him.
Oh my god.
So really? I'm like, oh hey, I'm gonna go out. I'm doing nasty stuff, but I'm gonna be at the hotel bar. You should come over and hang out with us. Cause another guy on the delegation was went to UT, or was going to UT.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, UT alumni slay. And he was like, yeah, sure. So I'm like terrified. I haven't seen this guy in like probably like 4 years, right? So I'm like, well, shit. So I
Rip
drank
snakes, brother.
2 steins of beer at the German place we went to,
Oh,
and then I
no.
end up taking like I had a stein and then a half stein, and
You
then I
didn't
had
do a
2
booth though, did you?
No. And then I did 2 pints of beer at the bar before he came.
Oh
I
my
ended
God.
up calculating it all, and I think I drank almost a gallon of beer that night. I think I did 3/4 of
Oh
a
my
gallon of beer.
God.
I drank that. Yeah.
What is a tofu rang? Sorry, I just had to. They're sending in a tofu rang. I don't know what that is.
It's what vegans
What's
are.
a tofu rang?
This is
Let's
the
hope-
vegan agenda.
That's a tofu rang.
Obviously.
All right, great, awesome.
This isn't over yet.
Yes.
Anyways, so yeah, and then this is great too. So like everybody starts leaving because it's getting later and later, and the guy is still here, and we're like talking, just getting along, talking about what's been up the last 3 years, and I'm kind of hinting. Like, one of the guys kind of stayed around to make sure, like, this guy isn't creepy and not trying to, like, do, obviously.
Right. Trying to make
Like,
sure
he-
it's.
but I was kind of, like, giving him hints to leave, and he wouldn't leave.
Oh no.
Like, I felt really bad because I feel like he's just third wheeling me and this other guy, but, like, the guy, I was, like, trying to, like, be like,
Get away.
you can go now. Like, I was
Chip,
like, aren't you
Chip, outta
tired?
here.
Like, you can go up to the room. And,
Aren't you
yeah.
tired?
Yeah, and he's like, no, I'm doing great. Like, and I just,
No, I'm awesome. No,
I
yeah.
was
So
like,
where are you guys going next? I'll tag along.
Yeah, so I ended up, we stayed until the bar closed, and I think it was like 2 o'clock, or like 2:30 a.m. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I woke up that next morning and was having the world of hurt.
I cannot believe you drank a gallon of beer. Of course
Also,
get fucking
I was
paralyzed
falling
again.
asleep during the NRC meeting, and Patrick gave me this guy, so that was fun.
Yeah, well, to be fair.
It's also the NRC,
Yeah, that's
Um,
what you say, not me.
but
Sorry, I dunked on the NRC enough last stream, so I have to like, the mafia might come for me.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You like
also
the
Huang Long.
NRC.
I'm also really disappointed this isn't a tofu monster. I'm gonna be here for 3 hours with this thing. Yeah, probably, but I will win, so. Which is neat. Honestly, like, I remember. Again, when it comes to alcohol, like, I'm definitely not drinking nearly as much as I used to in undergrad and everything. But, like, I have a pretty good tolerance, and I'm really good at not looking drunk, right? Like, I'm pretty good at that. That's why I was, like, put in charge of, like, getting people back to the apartment after we had our meeting in Chinatown, and they thought I was sober. I was not sober. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to, like, get through the day just like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? And I guess they thought I was like, oh, he can handle his alcohol well. You're in charge. Not let alone the fact that I'm also, was vice chair for that. But like, so I was like drunk most of the nights that they were also drunk. And so the last night of the delegation, they were like, we're gonna get you so drunk because you haven't been drunk at all. And I was like, I don't know about that. I've been drunk, you just haven't seen it. But like, they didn't believe me. And I drank like half of a bag of wine. And then I just like,
Did you slap the bag?
oh yeah.
We also slapped the bag. That's why I'm like sad that y'all didn't have a rager, because what we used to do is like we would get funding from,
Yeah.
and then we would just
Just
party.
fucking die, tofu rang.
And it was super fun. We,
But like,
oh my god.
hold on, I'm not done with this story.
I'm sorry.
So I got so drunk, right, that I just decided like it's like it's a little after midnight, and I just decide, you know what, I'm done. I'm leaving. I don't want to do this anymore. And I just leave the hotel room that everyone else is partying in, and I just walk back to my hotel room. I see my roommate Guillaume, and I'm like, hey Guillaume. He's like, hey Pitel, and I'm like, I'm gonna drink this Gatorade. I'm gonna drink so much water, and I'm going to bed. I left my shoes in the hotel room. I just walked like barefoot all the way back to my my hotel room, and then the next morning I exorcised demons. It was so awful. I think like that moment is that was a fart. That thing just farted at me.
Damn, that thing do be farting.
That was like the deciding incident for me to like, hey, I probably shouldn't be drinking as hard as I did there. Not that it was a regular thing, but like, I just don't like that feeling at all. And then I had a flight to catch that day, which made it worse.
Ooh, flying drunk is not a vibe.
No, it's not.
Flying drunk is intense.
Have you ever done it?
I fly on hungover, which is not fun.
Yeah, same.
Because oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, like semi-recently, I went to a wedding, and I was like back with the crew. We had like this big after party because it was at a camp that I used to work at, and like we went to one of the lodging facilities at the camp, and like, you know, I guess I drank a little bit more than I thought. So I went to bed the next day, and I woke up, and I'm like super queasy, and I was like, "Well, shit, I've got to go fly
It's so
the
over.
6 hours back to Oregon." And on my first flight, I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna throw up." But I'm like in the window seat, and I really like this lady beside me just went to sleep, and I was like, "Well, fuck." I really don't like, and we're like about to take off, so I was like, "Well, shit." And I just like, you know those bags they give you for like.
Yeah. Were you
And
the person who brought down the Delta flight?
No. But I threw up into that, and I was really self-conscious. I was like, do I smell like I just threw up? I feel disgusting though.
Nathan, have you ever thrown up on a flight?
Not on a flight, which is surprising because I used to be I still get motion sick, but I used to be like not good at holding it back.
Yeah.
I've thrown up right before a flight though. For some reason, it was like 5th grade, and I had acid reflux.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
So I had like a milk and something else before we.
Oh no.
And that was the wrong move.
That was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I flew up right next to the counter at the gate.
Oh,
Did you throw up on the floor?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Oh yeah.
That rules. That's so great. That sucks, but that's also incredible. I love the vision of like just a kid just blah like onto the floor, just standing there and then just blah. That's comedy.
Oh, fully.
I threw up on
and
myself.
it continued. The acid. Oh really?
No, yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say the reflux continued for a long time. Still no idea why. So much so that I got back from the vacation. It was like over winter break. We went skiing with family.
Yeah.
We got back from the break and we're running the Pacergram fitness test.
Oh no.
And I get to lap 7. And I had to go off to the side and throw up into a trash can. That time I made the garbage.
Did you make it to the next lap?
No.
Damn.
No. They made me stop after that.
They were like, you can't do this just because you threw up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like if someone threw up while doing the Fitness Gram Pacer test, I'd be like, that kid's giving it their all, man. You should, like, let them keep going. Let's see how far they can go. And this is why I'm not a gym teacher.
Yes, but also it was lap 7.
Yeah.
So
see, I never did
reason
the
I
Fitness
could've
Gram
been-
Pacer test, though, so, like, I don't know what that,
Really?
like, how hard that is. Yeah.
I got asthma, so like any physical activity test was not great.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Something like that.
That's uncanny. Yeah, that's uncanny.
The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 15 seconds. So line up at the start. That's all I know.
You need to stop. That's too good.
I feel triggered.
You about to
Yeah.
sprint? Like, okay, so am I correct in understanding that the Fitness Gram Pacer test, you like run across a space like back and forth? Is that all it is?
Yeah. So one lap is a down and back,
Okay.
and it's like I don't know.
Oh, it's a cat.
Maybe the length of a volleyball court. Not length, but like width.
Yeah.
It's not very far.
Yeah. Like long enough.
Mhm.
Look at it. It's the orc. I think I could have had this as a starter.
That one's cute.
Yeah, you just run from one side of the room to the other. That's what I understand it to be. That's the grass starter. I want the grass starter, but I'm also aware that it's like really defensive, and it turns into a grass steel type, and its base stat points, like its final form's base stat points, are 20 lower than the one I have for no good reason, which is like really strange. So, all right, little Flutie, I'm gonna heal you right up. But yeah, I mean, like, we had to run the mile, obviously, and like in 7th grade, I was like, I wanna look cool. You know what's really cool? When you can run the mile real fast. Girls love it when you're the cool kid who can run the mile real fucking fast, right? And in 7th grade, I had gym first hour.
Oh no.
So, oh no, this was 8th grade. Sorry, no. This was 8th grade. Still, 8th grade, okay? Girls love it when you can run the mile fast. Wait, that's a weed cat! Yeah, it is a weed cat. The game predicted Gen 9! So, like, I was like, yeah, gym first hour, man, that rules. Get myself sweaty for the rest of the day. This is a good idea. I cannot wait. And the problem with middle school is that classes start at 8:05, right? And a lot of kids might eat breakfast before going to school, right? Especially like maybe less than an hour before school. Like what happened with me. And so I was like, I was talking with my friend Matt, and he was like the fastest kid in the class, and I'm like, I'm gonna run the mile with you. And he's like, okay, yeah, sure. You know, he was like never gonna tell me no. What's the secondary typing of the grass starter? Steel. And I'm running with Matt, and we're running around this, the outer part of like the baseball fields around my middle school that used to be a high school kind of vibe. And I'm keeping pace with him, and he's running like a very fast mile for an 8th grader, you know? Like 7 minutes-ish, and I'm keeping pace. I'm just going. And then, like, I'm running faster than literally everyone else in the class besides him. And we get halfway around the first lap, and I immediately just throw up everywhere. All over my shirt, all over the grass, in this corner, around this post. And I just keep throwing up. And everyone passes me. I'm talking every single person in the class who was, like, trying to run the mile. You know, there were kids who, like, obviously weren't really trying because they didn't want to do it, right? Which, like, can't say I blame them, but, like, whatever. It's not my business. And the gym teacher saw what was happening, and I was like, yeah, it was the rancid cantaloupe I ate this morning. Like, I couldn't justify the fact that I was running too fast and I'd overran my limits and thrown up all over myself in the process. And the gym teacher was like, you can just run it the next gym class. If you can stay after school or something, just run it then, you know? It's okay. You don't have to run with vomit all over your shirt. And so I didn't. Oh, man. That's not the only time yeah, I mean, it ended well enough. I ran a reasonable for my athletic ability. I ran a nice 9:40 mile.
Okay.
Like, you know, trying my best. Was not... This was 7th grade, though, actually. I remember it clearly now. So, like, I was not in peak athletic shape in the way that I am now. And so... That's like... more the N+2th time I threw up on myself in my life.
Do you think there's an ideal, not an ideal, do you think there's a least worst scenario where you're throwing up on yourself? Is it, okay, let me give you options.
Yeah.
A shower, Is it B, the ocean? Or is it C, like, the middle of nowhere?
Well, I can speak to the, I had a roommate who threw up in the shower and then left.
Yeah. Okay.
Really?
Well, while you're taking a shower, like you throw up in the shower.
While you're taking a shower.
Honestly, both
would
are pretty
throw up while I
good
was in-
because like throw up in the shower, you can easily just like wash it away.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, you've thrown up in the shower?
Well, I threw
You
up
can't-
on my bedding.
Oh, me too.
And then I washed it out in the shower because that was the easiest way.
I love that for you.
Yeah,
I
I've
think
done that like
Nathan, though-
twice.
Go for it.
Knock
Finish
on
your
wood,
thought,
haven't done it. Well, I haven't done it lately. Yeah, there was a bad point in my life where like I was too lazy. Well, I was very, very, very drunk, and I was like, you know, really tired, and I thought it would be a good idea to go bleh and then go fall asleep.
And that was, and then history was made.
And history was made that day.
I do think though, Nathan, like throwing up in the ocean's not like the worst thing, you know? Like,
Mhm.
you could just throw it up and it just goes away, just goes down the coast for a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's why people can poop in the ocean, and it's pretty, you know, hygienic, all things considered. Like it's
Yeah, I
more
mean, dog poop
hygienic to
outside.
poop in the ocean than it is to poop and like wipe your ass with just a leaf.
It's better to shit where you poop and
Poop where you shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, me too.
I think the weirdest place I've thrown up is in a Little Red Riding cape.
A what?
It was like the hood of the cape.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
very-
yeah, yeah. Like where like it sort of ties around your shoulders and then there's a hood up top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Well, the aforementioned motion sickness. I was in a car, and for some reason we had this cape. And what was it? I was sitting next to my grandpa, and we're driving
You
to
smell
like one
really
of my many family reunions, and for some like the combination of the car jostling, and I vividly remember the smell of the heater, like the smell of the hot air. That like pushed me over the edge.
That was
I was
it.
like, yeah, I gotta
I
gotta hurl.
I gotta let her rip.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, okay, Rattlerina, maybe we don't die this time, please. I'm begging you. Oh, it doesn't even have a ground move. Oh, it's so over. Rip
It's so fucking
Rattlerina.
over.
I'm gonna do that to send in Modder 8. I love that name. Modder 8. No, I mean... Snake just keeps saying, brother, no, every time Rattlerino dies.
Cute.
The the last 2 races I've run, I've immediately thrown up the moment I crossed the finish line.
Have you thought about maybe like just not racing anymore? Like at the other, why do we keep talking about vomit? Like
Because
maybe we
they're-
should like
Because
talk
vomiting
about
is
something else that's not as disgusting.
vomiting is funny because there is a build-up and a punchline, and there's an immediate payoff. Like, I think vomiting is funny. But I understand it's not for everyone. I just think in terms of, like, comedic timing... Look,
Yeah, let me vomit in a very comedic way.
look, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think it'd be really funny if, like, in an I Think You Should Leave sketch by Tim Robinson,
Wait,
someone just
IAD?
throws up at some point. Like, just when anything couldn't get any worse.
When did IAD evolve?
After the gym fight.
Oh. I'm not paying
Voltage
attention,
unmasks some
obviously.
of the future thinkers of the nuclear world. Also, Voltage, let's talk about vomit.
Okay, bold of you to say future. Because A, I don't think.
And
B,
B, you won't think.
I won't. Don't make me think, damn it. I've gotten this far. Don't make me do it.
we had so this was like nuclear science week, right?
Yes, it
And
still
so-
is.
Yeah, happy
It's-
nuclear
it
science
still
week.
is. Yeah.
Oh, I should change that to the
Happy
title of
Nuclear
the stream.
Science
Let me do that. It was currently don't eat Pokemon Uranium.
Oh, that's good.
Don't tell me what to do.
Just in case.
But so, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So it's Nuclear Science Week,
BRB.
and so our student chapter, we had people out on our quad yesterday.
Yeah.
Just, with trivia and candy, and they decorated cookies. It was really cute.
Yeah.
And we had people dressed up as bananas because that's our thing. And I was taking a walk with one of my friends, and we walked by just to check in and see how they were doing. And one of them is like, Nathan, do you want to learn about nuclear science? He's like half joking and half like, come engage with us.
Yeah, like put the dollar in the lemonade jar to make people like see that there's interest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so he like calls this to me from across the walkway. And I said, no, I'm actually not in the market of ever learning anything ever again.
I so feel that.
And several of them turned around and they were like, fair.
Honestly, like my favorite thing, I've had to teach like the introduction to quantum physics course that the department puts out, like on the grader, the TA, etc. And like I had to give a lecture at one point, like about a month ago. And because my professor was at like Oak Ridge giving a lecture on like the H3D 400 M400 series, which is just a fancy way of saying radiation detector that's like new and novel and going to be adopted by like people. The IAEA, I think, is going to be using it as its standard for like field response, which is like super dope. And so I gave the lecture, and at one point I dropped a like, listen, I understand I was in your chair like 5 years ago max. I was learning this for the first time too. So, like, I've been in your shoes, and I understand that, like, undergrad homework, nightmare. Totally get it. And someone in the class asked me, so, like, do you have to do homework anymore? And I was like, hell no. And they were like, fuck. And I was like, yeah. Well, last night, you want to know what I did last night? And they all looked at me, and I said, last night, I was in bed by 10:30. And everyone lost their minds. Like, everyone was just like, wah!
Yeah.
Oh, he was so good. The looks on their faces. I don't take joy in seeing my students suffer, but boy, oh boy, did I do there.
I think my one of the proud things that I have from undergrad is that I never pulled an all-nighter.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's about all I got, though.
I only did one all-nighter, and it was for my senior design, and it was because it was spring 2020, and because we had to learn NCNP halfway through the semester, right as they were like telling us to go home and not come back.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, my senior design is shit. Like, basically, to be fair, like, I was not responsible for writing the conclusion, and the person who did not want me to change it because they were very like just generally disappointed with it, like the whole
Oh my god.
They were like, dude, it's shit, just like we'll accept it, we'll just take the pass, it'll be fine. And so like I didn't, but like they basically said, yeah, this was a failure, and we did not make the nuclear reactor we wanted to, and you won't learn anything from this. And the senior design guys were like, well, that's not... We're going to mark you down points because that's not true. You found a way that seemed feasible and didn't work, and you've shown it doesn't work. So that's still helpful, Yeah. Like, for a senior design in nuclear engineering on that, like, times frame and in those world circumstances, that's pretty okay.
Yeah.
But I had to pull an all-nighter to do that because one of my group mates went to bed at 10:30 that night. Because
the audacity.
He literally Gerbolta. What the fuck? He literally said, like, is there anything else that like you can think of that I need to do? And I was like, no, but stay up because I might think of something. Because I was busy working on like the thermodynamics section and the dosimetry section or whatever. And he just was like, okay, and then he didn't respond to any of our messages for the rest of the night.
Okay, to be fair, you said no, and I don't think he maybe heard anything after no.
Yeah, that's my fault, but yeah.
You should have said yes, stay up.
I said, if I think of something in the next 5 minutes, I'll message you. And I did, and he didn't respond. So...
5 minutes?
Yeah. I was like, oh,
Dude.
you can
Unfair,
compile some
dude.
of our bibliography sources and write the annotated bibliography. But I guess not. Oh well.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's too
I
bad.
am so glad that I never had to do one of those.
Senior design.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you were.
Everyone has
yes, that's
horrible
right.
That's your
story.
physics. That's right. My ex was
Yeah.
physics.
Oh my god, did you two date?
Yeah, totally.
1,000,000,000%. No. I think more than anything, senior design is really good. Was really good for me, if not stupidly stressful. Like, had it been, I was also in 18 credits that semester, so
No.
that was a spring 2020 semester. That was a brutal fucking semester for me. I was in senior design, which was 5 credits. I was doing full-time research for a credit, and I was also, like, the president of the ANS chapter and vice president of the math club, and I had a job. That semester would have broken me had there not been a giant fucking pandemic. I got bailed out too, because of the pandemic. I was supposed to book hotel rooms for student conference, and I waited too late. And I was supposed to do a couple of these other things, and I waited too late. And I was supposed to like have the names in of all the students who were going to go to student conference to the student government, so they could approve a reimbursement, so we could like, you know, pay for things. And I did it too late. And wouldn't you know, it all got canceled. Because of the worst pandemic since fucking Spanish flu. Universe was looking out for me.
Universe is
hearing-
like, man, Peter.
Life has a funny way of working itself out. Because, like, my treasurer and I, for the chapter, we were like, well, we're just gonna have to ask the department for this and try to get a refund. And so we literally wrote a grant to the department in, like, the most formal way possible. Like, we almost pulled an all-nighter on that and sent it in ASAP, and it's like, hey, Paul, here's what's up. We fucked up. Can you give us some funding in some capacity? And Paul was like, he was the department chair at Wisconsin. He was like, this isn't great. The circumstances aren't great, but we'll talk about it at the next faculty meeting, which was like that coming Monday, basically. And in between the time that we submitted the grant and the faculty meeting the following Monday, student conference got canceled. Because of the... So, Paul and I met up later, and we were just like, all's well that ends well, right? And he was like, yep.
No.
But, yeah, I nearly
It's
fucked up big
11.
time. It's a miracle he wrote a letter of rec for me.
Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh shit, this is electric type, that's right. Oh, love bug isn't water, that's good. It just has a water move. I have no idea how to deal with this. I gotta go send in fucking IED.
You know,
Heard that
something.
in bed.
I gotta throw in an IED to deal with this Pokemon.
Oh.
Honestly,
Oh, wait.
yeah, so all-nighters, like, I do remember staying up and doing reactor physics homework and sliding the homework under the professor's door at, like, 2 a.m. I mean, I was studying...
That's why, I don't know, I only did, I think late nights, but I only did one all-nighter for a lab report, and I hated my lab class.
Yeah,
I also took 18 hours my senior year.
brutal.
I got my physics minor.
The world has a way of looking out for me because the semester took 18 credits and was enrolled in 6 courses, one of those being research. Also happened to be the one time Wisconsin had pass-fail, baby.
I didn't take my senior year during the pandemic, so I had to go rough it out the hard way.
Oh,
And so
man.
who's smarter? Who's smarter then?
Grades are not everything, and I will say that I probably still would have pulled a 3.5 that semester.
That's fair. I didn't even graduate with a 3.5, so
Sucker. Neither did I.
still. You know what? I graduated with enough to get me into grad school, and that's all that really mattered.
I graduated with enough to get into
so
fucking Michigan, dude. I'm set.
Yeah, I go Beavs.
The ocean is my one true love.
Also, this is like the first year that I think Tennessee is actually ranked below Oregon State, which is interesting.
We don't need to get into too much, like...
They finally heard that you left.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, this bitch has been gone for like 4 years. Let's
Tickle's
be
going
back.
down the drain, y'all.
I was like, wow, this is like probably my last year. And then Oregon State's like, let's be good. And I was like, okay. Good. Cool. That's fine.
I think like there's a 3-way tie for third between Wisconsin. Is it Wisconsin, Illinois, and Berkeley? No.
For third for what?
Nuclear engineering graduate programs.
Oh, I thought you were talking about... I was talking about football.
Oh.
I didn't know we were talking about
I thought we were talking about programs.
I was talking about nuclear engineering programs, Julian.
Jesus Christ, you guys are such nerds!
Well, yeah. We're fucking nuclear engineering PhDs. What do you fucking expect, Julian?
I was talking about football.
Yeah, okay, if we're gonna talk about football, my school's under investigation for sending people to watch football games.
Tennessee was under a lot of heat for our like coach like used to give money to prospective students in McDonald's bags.
That is actually cheating.
Yeah,
Like,
we got in a lot of trouble.
It's one thing to give food in McDonald's bags via McDonald's food that you buy for a student. It's another to say, here, take this McChicken, wink. Holy shit, by the way, did you know? Water's so good. It is! Oh, I love water. It's a great...
I was supposed to do the wrong buzzer during the McDonald's thing and it didn't work out. So.
You gotta press it 5 minutes early, 5 seconds early.
Well, I'm sorry.
Drink a water, everyone. Ooh.
You said water is so good.
Hey.
Water's so good. Yes, yes, yes.
Yummy.
Delicious.
What was I was listening to Dungeons and Daddies, and they were saying stuff about that.
Ice cream's
And
so
I was
good.
like,
I'm not gonna
Also-
lie. I will not make any of those be channel reacts. Rattlerino's not dead. I will not make any fucking NPC quotes as like channel point incentives.
what's the next?
Don't
Yeah,
even
what is
try
their
and make-
next? What's their next like incentive?
Oh,
I have so many points that I
need to
have
figure
not.
that out. I haven't like done one of those in a year.
I've got like a bunch of points
I
because
gotta
I
figure it
watch
out.
streams.
There's like no
while I-
good gimmicks anymore. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
gimmick is
Maybe webcam again? I don't know. Back when I wasn't in grad school, I had so much time to think about ways I could shitpost on stream with a blue screen, and now I can't.
That's so true. So true, bestie.
One time I painted my face blue except for my eyes and my lips. So I turned on the blue screen, and all that showed up were my eyes and my lips. And my eyes are blue, so my eyes just looked like dotless voids, essentially. And I scared everyone.
I'm so glad we have kind of relationship, friendship, the ships. Oh,
I do say, that was a jolly good show. Why, you simply must call me on the telephone, so that we can do battle once again.
imagine somebody calling you up and be like, "Hey,
I gave my phone
Let's
number to an old man
battle.
who said jolly good show. Jolly old man wants the non-binary Pokemon trainer. Way to be progressive, old man.
Mhm.
My grandpa...
Love knows no labels.
Yeah.
so true."
I love my grandpa, not in that way, but like, my grandpa fucking owns, at Christmas, instead of, giving gifts to each other, they make donations to, charities and things that they support, and then they present about it, and usually they're, you know, like, orphanages and, like, helping fund one of those, or, you know, Doctors Without Borders and whatnot. And last Christmas, my grandpa, this was Christmas 2021, so 2 Christmases ago, Grandpa said, I donated to the Southern Poverty Law Center, because, I'm tired of these people thinking that they know, I'm tired of certain people thinking that they know what's best for the country and everyone. So, like, my grandpa donated to, like, one of those, like, extremely progressive, like, fronts, basically, and that was really cool. He's, like, 85.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. He was an Army Ranger, so, like, you know, patriotism in the sense, but he was also an English teacher for, like, families abroad in Europe during, like, the 70s. And so, you know, like, being an Army Ranger, you know, you obviously have to be some kind of person, but at the same time, you know, he's the type of person to go and explain why it's important to teach Huckleberry Finn to high schoolers, you know, why it's still important to do that, to, you know, it's like, no, because this is, like, right after the major peak of the civil rights movement of the 60s, and so a lot of, like, people were like, it's over, the civil rights is over, so, which is obviously not true, but, like, he had to fight for it every year, and, you know, and he does it, and Aaron is making me do my impression of him. He has a way of saying what in the world, or now what in the world, whenever he's confused or, like, astonished by something. He'll go, now what in the world? You know, like, it's just a very, you know, he is a Midwest farmer type, so, you know, he's sort of subdued in his responses, but, you know, he's 87 now, and, like, he always quotes Shakespeare and, like, classics, you know, and, like, Oedipus, and he has a giant King Lear poster on the porch that Grandma made him cover up with the American flag because it scared people. Like, imagine you're walking up to this porch in this, like, Iowa country farm sort of, like, land and everything, and the drive comes in, they got this nice porch, such a nice summer day, and you look up on the porch and you see this painting of this angry looking face that is 6 feet tall, and it's just on a black background, and it's King Lear, and he's just staring at you angrily. Like, to me, it's one of the funniest images because, like, as a kid, it fucking terrified me, and he just didn't take it down. He was like, now, you know what this is? And I said, it scares me. He says, well, it's King Lear. It's supposed to be scary. So, that was fun.
Fair.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, was that he made his grandchildren take a tool test.
Really?
Yeah, so, like, every summer we'd go down for a week to, like, give my parents a break, Dad, to do state fair stuff, everything. And in 4th grade, or 3rd grade or so, you know, Grandpa decided that it was time that, you know, when you go down the farm, you should learn something new every time, you know? Because, you know, that's the teacher in him. And so he was like, I'm going to give you a tool test. And he laid out 20 tools in the shed. And he put little post-it notes, 1 to 20, across them. And this included the bandsaw, table saw, and, like, the drop saw, you know, that he has in there. And he was like, okay, now, what is this? And we failed at the start of the week. You know, you do the pre-assessment. And then we went through it, like, every morning. It's like, we're going to teach you how to use this. But he only covered, like, 5 at a time. So it's like, I hope you remember what it is that we're using. And then at the end of the week, same 20 laid out in the same order. And it was like, okay, now what are these? And you have to pass the tool test if you something, I'll tell your mom you didn't pass the tool test, you know, like, whatever that nebulous threat may be, for example. And you know, in 3rd grade, I barely passed. I got a B- on my tool test. And
he assigned letters.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, out of 20, that's what, 14, right? That's like an 80. Yeah. So, or it's right below an 80.
Yeah, that'd be a 70.
Yeah, that's a 70. So I guess I got 16. Yeah, so I got 16, which is a B-. So the 2nd year I got an A, or an A+, excuse me, because I got 20. But like,
Oh.
yeah, I got 20 out of 20 because I knew it was coming. I mean, in 3rd grade, no one told me that I was going to be taking a tool test. I wanted to read my Goosebumps. Instead, I had to take the tool test. But Mom, hearing I got a B+ or B- on the tool test, she was like, "Oh, guess you're not as good as you say you are." And I was like, I had a bit of an ego at age 9.
Damn boy.
It's all good. But yeah, so like, you know, all that's to say, like, Grandpa's cool and respect him a lot, so. Ogilvy? Anyway, that's me
Person to have
rambling.
in your family.
Yeah, sorry?
I said it's a cool person to have in your family.
Yeah, it's just nice to have someone who is very rational about things. You know, if he sees something he doesn't like, he's gonna, make a statement about it and do something about it, you know? So, like, he was very, very upset by what happened earlier that year. And, he decided, okay, I'm gonna do some research and find a group that aims to prevent that. And he found it, and he donated it, and he kept it like that, you know? He kept his presentation to a minute, which I think I was very thankful for, because sometimes these talks about charities who you donated to for Christmas can get a little long-winded. But, all the same, it's good to do.
Oh yeah, I really do like the idea of presenting about the donation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very fun, like, I was gonna say extra element, but it's just like a very fun, full circle moment.
Yeah. It's like, when everyone else is giving, you too can give. And I have some very, I have very religious aunt and uncle. They were like missionaries. So, very religious. And I do think that, like, part of their work and their call. What is that?
Ooh, I don't like that.
What the fuck is that? Sorry, that threw me off. A braylip? What the hell is a braylip? Jesus
Like,
Christ.
the villain in with that superhero movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah. My aunt and uncle being missionaries, they're very religious, and I think this is like sort of another way that they feel that they can sort of serve their world in some way. Because like a lot of the... Oh, for fuck's sake, it's a water type? Oh, jeez. And people trash on Cap for making a mon that looks vaguely like a heart. To be fair, there's a create a Pokemon Snake is talking about called Hemogoblin, which is a heartburn Pokemon. And people were like, what the fuck is that? Which, like, admittedly, to be fair, you don't see a heartburn Pokemon with, like, the heart aorta. But I'll find it and I'll post it in the Uranium chat. Because it's kind of little surprising at first, I think is a good way to describe it. Here, it's
Okay.
That's Hemogoblin.
Oh goodness.
Hemogoblin D.
But he's just like anxious, you know? He's got like heartburn. He's anxious. It starts in its first form named Abobo.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's like a blood cell. And then, what did they name? Oh, Scattervane is the second form. So Abobo evolves into Scattervane, evolves into Hemogoblin. It's a heartburn Pokemon. I hate this pun so much. I do too. I wanted it to be named Silly Willy. So the way Cap works is that, like, you, the users on the forum submit, you know, for the art stage and the creative side of things, like, a bunch of artists submit, like, designs for what the creative Pokemon should be. And in general, what they do is they get a typing. So, like, you know, what should it generally look like in terms of colors? And then they also get, like, an ability vaguely, and then the rest of it is sort of, like, going to be made up as they go. But they're sort of, like, tasked with designing a Pokemon that fits the idea of what the Pokemon could be, right? And so this one was Fire Fairy, and so, you know, it's pink and it's a heart, but it's got heartburn, so it's, like, kind of different. But, like, a bunch of different people drew entirely different designs for the main big guy who's got, like, the aorta. That's the word, right? No, for the heart.
Sure.
It's the aorta.
Ventricles?
Yeah, basically. The most complicated one. And so, but, like, that's how every stage is too. So, like, when Cap starts, they start on a concept, which is basically you write literally a pitch and, like, a research grant. It's kind of funny. Like, I'm very surprised at, like, how well that translates to the idea of writing a research grant to investigate a thing. You know, you have to demonstrate and, like, objectives of the assignment, and you have to have, like, things you hope to answer along the way. So it was very, like, it translates really, really well. And, like, one of the prominent users that I know pretty well is, like, he's a postdoc at Northwestern in materials science, and his stat spread that he submitted just won the ranked choice poll because he knows how to, like, present numbers in a meaningful way. It's kind of great. So, like, his the stat spread, like the base stats, his one submission won.
Okay. That is fun. I mean, we talk about, you know, what is it? They have in middle schools and high schools, they have kids do, what is it, Scratch?
Yes.
Or they have, like, other kind of, I don't know if the word is analogs or teaching tools that are, like, not necessarily the thing.
But they,
like those
they
people
give you skills that
coding in
translate
Minecraft.
really well.
Yeah. So it's a very cool example of that kind of crossover, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, and you can see exactly how it would work too. You get to see it in action pretty quickly, and then you can sort of see how good or bad it is compared to the metagame it's entering. And, like, if you have to make changes to make sure it's not, like, considerably broken, essentially, like it dominates every matchup it would be in, for example. You know, you can sort of, like, see, oh crap, we didn't make it strong enough, or oh crap, we made it too strong, or something. And, like, so you get, like, real-time feedback, too. So it's a really cool, like, almost engineering thing. It's like, I really enjoy the process. It's just, like, now in grad school, I can't do that at a rigorous level that I want to, you know? But, like, one of the concepts I wrote was for Cap 27, which turned into Astrolotl, which is like an axolotl magical girl, like, shooting star kind of thing.
Oh.
Like, I didn't do the design, I just created the concept that would, eventually become this, right? And the concept was, like, the concept formerly known as Trickster Cleric. So, like, if you know how a Trickster Cleric plays in D&D, where it's like, they have some offensive presence, but they make progress in a match by using offensive utility, you know?
Okay.
That was the pitch.
I'm gonna be real with you. I barely understand what you just said.
That's okay.
Oh, absolutely. Same. Yeah.
All you need to
I'm
know.
just, like, sitting and I'm like,
All you know is that it wins passively by helping its teammates. That is how it succeeds.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
essentially, that was the pitch I wrote and submitted, and it won the polls. And that usually gets like populated with 30 to 40 initial submissions, and it's pruned down to like 8 by someone who's voted on to be like the project lead, basically. And so they based that Pokemon around my concept, so I have a very soft spot for it. And then it turned out to be really fucking annoying to play against.
It was too powerful.
It just had a lot of like, it had almost too many tools, which made it a little too good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, hey, you know what? It's got a special place in my heart. Because like, it's a thing that anyone can use when they play competitive Pokemon on Showdown. And I was involved in the creation of this in some capacity, you know what I'm saying? So it's neat.
Yeah. So is this like another Discord server, or is it like a website, or?
Pokemon Showdown
what
is
it
a
really
website that you can access.
Okay.
It was programmed by a computer science student at the University of Minnesota. And like, since then, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are like, obviously aware of it. There is no way they are not aware of it. And I believe that there's an agreement, like, that they get data immediately after games launch, or like things change in game, so that the simulator can be like accurate to the game within reason, or something of that nature. And essentially that is where you go when you want to play like Pokemon battles on the internet and you don't want to use like the main game. And it's really good for like testing teams that you could use in game, for example, against other players.
Okay.
So, and it's like all pretty, I think it's open source, so it's kind of dope.
Yes, we love open source.
It's like, it's really just a great time waster, and like all of the teams are just stored with like local cookies, basically. So, you know, you just import character strings and bam, you got your teams right there. So, yeah. It's a battle simulator. Cap has a Discord where live chat is centralized, and the Smogon forums are where the actual official project discussion and voting happen. But they have a Pokemon Showdown channel too, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, they made PS have its own storage. Yeah. Only recently did they make it so you could access teams between machines without, like, just copy and pasting everything. But, yeah. Anyway, that's one of my other hobbies that I picked up, especially between undergrad and grad school, because it kept the engineering project itch flowing, satisfied, etc. And I still keep in touch. Oh, fuck.
Well, damn.
Bashan killed me.
Not Bashan.
That's where I met Snake.
Bashan.
Yeah, Bashan. Bashan. Bashan? Oh, man. Y'all got anything exciting happening in your lives?
Our homecoming game is on Saturday.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you gonna go to
We
it?
had our homecoming game last week.
Ours is,
Oh yeah?
last week.
So now we're actually talking about football and not nuclear engineering.
Yes. Yeah,
Alright.
so, like,
Yes,
NERS
we
had
are
its
talking about
nuclear
football.
homecoming week. Wait, what? What the fuck, Jillian?
Well, it's nuclear science week, so maybe it's not too off.
Oh, it's nuclear science.
Which actually, that would have been fun. We used to do Ultimate Frisbee.
Oh, that
Grads
rules.
versus undergrads.
That rules.
Yeah.
I would
That's
love
fun.
that.
Yeah, we don't do. We have like an alumni tailgate, which is like, and we have pint glasses to give out. So like that's where literally all our. Just like I have old like alumni tailgate pint glasses.
That goes hard.
It does. They're really cute too. They have like oh god, they have one. It's like it's a Great Day to Fission, and it's got like the fission reaction. The 2022 one is still glowing strong, and then the 2023 one is the nuclear science and engineering, but it's the Jurassic Park font.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
See, it's too bad you're not coming to the. We keep shaming you for not coming to this conference, but
Which, like, fair.
This
Well, my
year,
dad was actually
the
gonna
prizes-
go,
You
and
could
my
have gone with your dad.
yeah, well, he was. It's very expensive for
Oh, I
professionals
guess
to go.
two people in that
And
family aren't
he
going to it.
doesn't
huh?
technically work for a company, so
Share a room with your dad.
yeah,
pay
I'd
for it.
rather not. My dad looks very loudly, but my mom's like, "Oh my god, you could like go to a conference with your dad together," and I was like, "I don't have anything to present," and so like it's very expensive to fly cross country, and also
you
like
have to present yourself.
I'm going to a conference, just not the one that y'all are going.
well, my point was this year for YPC, we have this like team challenge component, and the prize for the winning teams is a bunch of pint glasses.
I have an Up and Atom glass.
Oh, it's not one of those. I made them.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Did you do the
Damn,
design
I love
for
pint
it?
glasses.
No. I took the like YPC design.
Mhm.
Put it on the glass.
YPC is super fun, and I hope y'all are going to it.
I can't. I got a conference.
Oh yeah, that's right. That sucks.
Yeah, it fucking does. I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed in you.
I ended up just like going to YPC in 2019 by accident, I think. Like, I just flew in a day early somehow, and like I think Miriam was just like, just come with me. Like, it'll be okay. It'll be good. If they ask, like, I'll just say, oh yeah, it's fine.
He got lost.
Yeah. It's like they're not gonna say no.
No.
So, what the hell is Theo doing here? Look at this fucking scrunkle. Me and DeHofsta can take the cave together. Isn't that right, DeHofsta? Oh, yes, Comet Cave.
Oh, that hair.
Oh, yeah. Would you rather have that hair or lose all your toes?
That hair.
I
can
have
pull it
to
off.
agree. Unfortunately.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about half your toes?
Ooh, which half?
Will I still be
A
able
random,
to stand?
You have 5 random toes.
Will I still be able to stand?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Wait, how long do I need to keep this hair?
Forever.
I wish you could see the face I just made now.
Take a snapshot of your reenactment.
Actually, my phone's charging right now because it would have died,
You're
and
weak.
I sent the text to the guy, and so I'm like, I gotta.
What did you send?
I
What did
gave-
you send?
And so he said something about the best part of the cone is the end, and I wholeheartedly agree because I love like the little chocolatey bit at the end of a cone.
Are you talking
And then I
about
told
a
him
chocolate
that-
croissant kind of thing?
No, the cone, like an ice cream cone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. I had an idea of where this was going, but it is not that.
No. And then I said that hold the cone from Trader Joe's is the best, like a really good ice cream treat. Though
Yeah.
I have been fucking really hard with the pumpkin ice cream from Trader Joe's with a little bit of semi-sweet chocolate chips on top.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I'm gonna.
You know something very tragic?
Yeah.
We do not have a Trader Joe's here.
That's because you live in the middle of nowhere, Indiana.
Okay,
Like,
so
I'm not surprised.
I'm gonna put my weeb hat on for a sec and say
Jesus.
I thought that you were making a Lucky Star reference.
Is that an anime?
It is an anime. Because it's from like 2000 whatever, like the aughts. So it's old enough. Like there's a whole episode long debate about which end you eat the chocolate cornet from, whether it's the start or the end.
No, that's not what I was talking about.
That's I mean it's like which end of the cone is the better. Okay, look, this episode was from 2007. I was in 5th grade, okay? Cut me some slack.
A moment, let me watch anime. Paul.
These
Oh.
were different times.
It was different times,
Peanut
goddammit.
farmer. A peanut farmer was in the White House.
That's true. We had a peanut farmer present. Can you find the stars in the wild? I don't know, Brian. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, what should we name Comite? It's a meteorite Pokemon.
More like meteor left.
That wins. Meteor left.
Yes.
I think it's got to be like meat, like a cow, like the thing you eat, right?
Meteor.
Meter. That's meter.
Oh,
Wait.
never mind.
No, I just can't spell. Meaty. No, meteor left. Oh, but then I can't fit it.
Left.
Meteor left. That's good. Oh, it's one of the starters. Yeah. Is that Fire one on your team there? Not. It is one of the starters. My rival has it, and we're doing doubles.
Double teams.
We're double troubling it. Go, IED! I'm gonna get in trouble the more I say that. You would have done something corny, like named your Mons after nuclear engineers. You could have? Yeah, I could have, but... You know.
Oh.
But no, you have Moderate and Meteor left and IED. I mean, yeah. But, like, I think
we gotta
that's...
name one, like, Libby.
Oh, hell yes. For all those fucking liberals.
No, for, oh goodness.
No, I know.
Different name. Okay.
No, I know what you... I know, I'm just being a little shit.
Yeah.
I'm being a little shit, you know, I like
What
that.
are you not?
What can I say? You know, when I just get the opportunity, I can't help myself.
I just
do it, and I feel just like a little bad. You know, like I feel just a little bad. You know, like just gets exciting. You know, so what can I say?
Makes you feel alive.
Makes me feel like I own the world.
Alright, I'm gonna get some more water.
Sounds good. Oh fuck! I just got a cramp in my foot. Shit!
Oh no.
It's the worst. You ever get those where like you stretch your foot the wrong way and suddenly you're in immense pain?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No, I'm anemic, so I have bad blood flow.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
So if I'm in like too cold water, I'll be like climbing out, and my foot will like cramp,
It'll just go.
and then I have to pull myself up the rest of the way by my upper body.
That is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I downloaded Uranium way back when. Wonder if it's still on my computer. It might be. Technically, Uranium, you can't distribute this game anymore because it got a cease and desist from Nintendo, from the Pokemon Company. So that's kind of fun. We're committing crimes.
Somebody say committing crime.
Yeah, no, I said committing crimes, not crimes.
Sorry, I don't know why my mic just goes really in and out.
Well,
You're being silenced.
yeah.
It's the liberal government trying to silence me.
It's those. It's that goddamn like liberal democracy that's really shooting you down.
So true, bestie.
So true, bestie.
So true, bestie.
So true, bestie.
So true.
Oh, can I share another thing about my engagement that
Please.
I just remembered
Absolutely
and I
not.
wanted to talk about? So like, okay, when I proposed, I didn't have the ring, right? Because I commissioned it, right? And so we didn't announce on social media until after we got the ring. Because, you know, people are always going to be like, where's the ring? Where's the ring? It's supposed to be right there. You know, like, and essentially, once you're social media official in public, it's like giving out a press release or something dumb, you know? Like, it's like, we got to wait until we have the ring in order to, you know, share the news, like breaking news. We are engaged and we are very much in love and, you know, here you are, Facebook proof of that. And, you know, it's cool because you can share messages people write on Facebook, and it's great, and word travels very fast that way. So Aaron wrote a post, and then I just shared that, without any comment, because what's there to say? She said it perfectly.
Yeah.
And then Mom, my mother, my lovely mother, shared Erin's post as well, and she posted. Let me get the exact quote here, because I cannot believe this fucking post that she wrote. Mom wrote, and I... Oh, wait, hang on, that's the wrong one. I think this is it. Yeah. Mom wrote, and I quote, "It's official! We're getting a daughter-in-law, and we're thrilled!" Like, on the post that she had shared. And everyone starts congratulating her.
Oh, no.
Oh. That's awkward.
Like...
Okay, I see it now. That's really good. It's kind of funny.
It's like, yep, I love you, Mom. You did all the work in this relationship.
Obviously.
Like my dad posted something normal. Dad posted, "So excited to be welcoming a new member to our family," which like is a very, kosher way of putting it, And fucking Mom goes, "It's official. We're getting a daughter-in-law, and we're thrilled." My mother has been waiting for another woman in the house.
I was gonna say, your mom's only been waiting for a daughter for a while.
Decades. Like, her cats are like, "These are my girls." And Mom is like, nothing like, "Oh, my son is engaged and we're very excited for him and his fiance and future family member." Like, maybe I'm being self-centered, but it's like, she doesn't talk about, like, either of us in a direct sense. I mean, maybe Erin, but, like, it's just so silly to me. It's probably me. So, is there a static coming through on my end, by the way?
Like, a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
Like, coming, like, a little bit, like, sometimes. It's not right now.
One sec.
Probably jerking off. Fix it.
I fear my XLR cables might be seeing some wear. That's not good, but I'll worry about that later. Until it gets in the way of, like, it might get in the way of recordings, but whatever. Anyway, all that's to say, love you, Mom. Glad you glad you're getting joy out of this.
Yeah, this is where your mom comes in, and then she's like, "Did you not like my post?"
I'm gonna say, like, I'm glad that you're excited to more. It's almost like you're more excited to see Erin than you are to see me. That makes me sad, Mom. What the heck? Like.
But also.
But also.
That is a pretty good thing.
Fair.
Yeah. Oh, true. Like, I would be absolutely mortified if, like, my mom didn't like Erin. That would be like, oh, shit.
Well, yeah, absolutely. That's like a
stink.
big red flag, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm close to my family, and...
Yeah. Yeah,
my
Brian,
mom didn't...
I have a younger brother who doesn't talk to his mother at all about his love life.
It's probably a smart move.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. We didn't tell Mom initially about, like, or rather, I didn't tell my mom the way that I told my dad, like, "Oh, I'm gonna ask Erin to marry me," Like, I did not tell Mom. Because Mom would not be able to keep a secret.
A secret, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just spoke with Dad about it, and yeah, that was that. I caught Dad at the house on a weekend where Mom was, like, away from the house, so it was like, we could both talk freely. Yeah. Sometimes Mom not liking someone is a red flag about the mom, not your mom. That's also true.
It depends. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I think it depends on the situation too. Like, why do they not like the person? Is it because, like, you're giving her more attention than Mom? That's a lot. Like,
yeah,
obviously red flag, but, like, my mom's been pretty right about my partner. But to be fair, I have awful taste in men. So
She says, messaging yet another.
that's fair, because I was like, at least this guy has a job. The other guy had a job too.
And a dog.
He's got a really cute dog.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So
Did a little photo shoot.
Do you do photo shoots with your pets? Like
I don't
pro
have
photo
any
shoots?
pets.
If you did, would you?
I don't get people that make Instagrams for their pets. I remember in the era where people made Facebook posts, like Facebook's profiles for their pets, and I always thought that was really stupid. I love pets. I think they're great. I just don't get people's obsessions that almost borderlines on I don't know. I don't think I would do a photo shoot with my pet unless something warranted it. If God forbid I got a pet and they ended up having some terminal illness and they were gonna die soon, I would like to have a photo shoot to memorialize my dog.
But you wouldn't do engagement photo level.
No,
thing.
I think that's just stupid. Here's maybe an unpopular opinion. I think that,
you wouldn't
and
get a dog
I
in a
might get
sweater vest
canceled
and
for
put
this.
big comical glasses on it as you wear a sweater vest and big comical glasses.
Okay,
and stare up
that's
into
very
space.
fucking adorable. Okay, something like that where it's chill, but I'm not gonna go in to.
That's chill.
Okay, I love Italian greyhounds, and I think they're so fucking cute, and it reminds me of Jenna Marbles. Okay, that's something Jenna Marbles would do, and I think that's cute.
It's Mr. Herbie. Yeah.
Oh my god, you got to water your Thormet. But so when it's the winter months, you have to put since they're so skinny and just kind of you have to put I love dogs in sweaters. I think putting pets and clothing is very adorable. But no, I don't think you need to have a full-on photo shoot of your dog like it is your child. Sorry.
What if it was your child though?
Okay, I probably won't take photos of my child. They can,
Someone clip that.
My child will not be taken photos of until they're at least 5. Just to know if they're gonna be cute or not,
And then on social media, all you have to post is look at this kid I found in the parking lot. He's mine now.
That would be that's a long-term bit. It's tell no one you're pregnant, and then all of a sudden you just post a photo of a 2-year-old and this is my kid.
I found him. He's just sort of lying around.
He just kind of wandered into my house, and I was oh baby, literally.
I'll be able to, maybe he'll get a job somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know. I like things my talking about engagements and stuff. I was rewatching My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah.
And I love the engagement scene because it's so low key. They're just so in love and bad. And he's fuck it, let's get married. And she's yeah, absolutely. I love you. We don't need anything fancy. And then he just pulls out a ring, and I cry every time. I just love little low key. Okay, I love low key proposals. I want a fucking kick-ass wedding.
Oh,
nobody's gonna see my engagement.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone's gonna be at my wedding.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Anything. Yeah, I want the most low-key engagement ever, but I want to have an absolute rager of a wedding.
That's what I'm trying to do.
3-day weekend where we just fucking party.
Okay, maybe not that extreme, only because I have to invite my dad's cousin who I've met all of 4 times in my life. But It's
okay.
Good times at all.
You know what? I'm not trying to shit on pet photo shoots.
Please keep shitting.
But I do love dogs in costumes or cats in costumes. One of my really good friends.
Cat stooms or dog stooms?
Well, when you say it like that,
that's a surefire way to fucking kill it.
Yeah, no, I'm maybe not a 3-day wedding, but having a blast. It's everyone talks about how fun my wedding was,
Do you remember Jillian's wedding? Yeah, 5 of us all had just one big fuck party in the closet.
If there's not an orgy at my wedding, then did I even really get married?
Hey, invite me, I can make it happen.
Hell yeah! Yeah!
Okay, so you remember how I asked for your address, Nathan? I'm just gonna like have to ask you to take that back real quick. Nothing.
Oh my god, you
If-
also asked for my address.
If things are happening at my wedding, they can happen.
I
but
almost
they cannot I cannot be made aware of them.
I did make out with the best man when I was the maid of honor at my best friend's wedding.
Oh no.
As you should.
Yeah, he was hot. And
I
I'm
only
hot.
say oh no because I think about all the consequences that could bring.
Here's the fun part: is I got drunk at the rehearsal dinner, and I met a guy there, and like we leave to go to another bar, and I got his number for some reason, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to make out?" And he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "All right, come to the parking lot." So I made out with him in front of this other guy, who was the best man. And then we went to this other bar, and I drank more. And then I was like, I went to a couple of the bridesmaids because I was the only single bridesmaids there, and I was like, I'm gonna ask so-and-so, the best man, to make out with me. And they're like, do it. And I was like, okay. And so I walk up to him and I'm like, do you want to make out? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, let's go outside. And we went outside and we made out for like a minute. This is like the era of time that like I would just ask guys to make out with me. And like 9 times out of 10, they say yes. Like,
Hell yeah. Juan Long Gaming is bringing up something interesting.
oh my
If
god.
everyone at the wedding party isn't high out of their mind, then I don't want to get married. Okay, and then said, honestly, popping an edible for a wedding reception sounds fun as fuck. I have anecdotal evidence to tell you that, like, yes, but also no.
If I mix weed and alcohol, then like Jillian does not.
One of the people
Yeah.
who did an edible at a wedding reception I went to was like out of commission, and they were involved in the wedding to some degree. They took two. They took two because they were like,
Oh, no.
I don't feel it.
Oh,
And they had also
fuck,
been
no.
drinking, and the altitude
it's-
fucking knocked them on their ass, and they had to be like in a giant leather recliner for like 2 hours before they were finally able to not be couch locked
Jesus.
at a
Yeah,
wedding reception. Like ooh, you know, maybe if it's a $5, but like, no, ooh, that's a dangerous game. Also, it would be kind of like good to be sober for my wedding. I feel like maybe that's just me.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things I've heard, I forget. So I was talking to someone about this, and they said that one of the podcasts they listened to. Oh no, I was listening to this podcast, and one of the co-hosts was like, because this co-host is sober. They have been for a while, and so they're like, yeah, I want the theme for my wedding to be a speakeasy in the truest sense of the word. So everyone is highly encouraged to bring like hip flasks and to hide booze and all this other stuff.
Oh
But
shit.
I don't want to see it.
Oh shit.
And so it's like a fun challenge
That's
element.
smart, yeah.
And if they got caught, what happened?
I don't know. I don't think they had like a very clear vision
No,
of
I
what
don't think,
happens if they get caught. But it's just like to add a little bit of like danger and fun.
Yeah.
I think I want to be like getting buzzed at a wedding, you know? Like I just love friendship.
I love
chilling.
love, man.
Love, man.
Hey, man, do you want some of this love grass? I
love
got a
this
little bit
love.
of it. We're here to celebrate
I do
love.
sound like a fucking hippie.
Hey, man, it's all about that love, you know? We're celebrating love here with this love here, and then we're gonna go celebrate some love in the closet. The 5 of us and 2 others, and maybe this other guy as well. It's gonna be good, man. We're
What
celebrating
is like
love.
one non-negotiable that you really want at your wedding?
My friends.
Oh my god! Besides that,
There is going to have to be a polka because my family dances polka.
my parents dance polka.
My dad dances polka.
Oh my god!
My
I'll
cousin,
get some.
my cousins have all danced polka with my dad at their weddings.
My mom danced polka at a wedding with my dad. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe your mom is my cousin.
Probably.
Yeah. No substances until after dessert at the wedding. Yes, because then it's just like doing whatever the hell you feel. But before then, yeah, totally gotcha. But yeah, I think one non-negotiable is there needs to be coffee after dinner during like the dancing part of the reception. Coffee and
That's
like
solid.
some sort of like carb pastry kind of, probably donut. Honestly, like if I
Are
had my
y'all
way,
doing cake or are you doing like something else?
I think
'Cause I don't like cake.
I don't have a definitive answer at this time, but what I
Yes, that's
can
fair.
say